Okay, this is the XHDATA D-608WB. I was provided this radio by XHDATA. I've had it a little over a week, and I've been putting it through its paces, and it's a neat little radio. The best thing to love about it is that it costs $33, and it's packed full of features, which is really good. It's an AM/FM shortwave and weather radio with emergency NOAA alerts. And it also is solar charged. It has a 18650 battery in it, or you can hand crank. There's a little dynamo hand crank generator in here, and anybody that's ever used one of these things can tell you that you have to crank for a million years to get a little bit of power. They're all like that. This radio is not any different than any other radio. It's got a torch on it. It's going to be bright. That's pretty bright. It's got 3-level torch, and then it's got an SOS siren and alarm on it. The controls are intuitive. The only problem I ever had when I first picked it up without looking at the manual was like, what in the world does M stand for? I think it probably stands for mode. If the radio is off, pressing it sets the alarm. If the radio is on, it allows you to connect to Bluetooth or use a TF card. I'm just going to go ahead and turn it on. And right now it's set to the NOAA weather radio. If you hold the alert button, this waits for the 1050 hertz tone from the NOAA Emergency Weather Alert Service. And when it receives the tone, that red flashing light and alarm goes off, and then you got to come back and push the button again. And that allows you to go to the voice alerts. And it works. I tested it yesterday. They test every Wednesday at 11 o'clock around here. Flipping through the bands, this is FM. The AM medium wave is excellent. The reception's excellent, especially at night. And this is shortwave. You might be able to see out my window here behind the radio. I'm surrounded by trees. I live in the woods at sea level. And getting a shortwave station here is tough. Most of my other handheld radios won't grab hardly any stations indoors. I have to put an outdoor antenna up. And this one, I was surprised. I got 4 or 5 stations the other night when I tested it for the first time on shortwave. That's a pretty good feature. So that's not it. But over here on this side right here, there's a tuning dial. If you lift this flap up, there's a TF card slot. This is a 5-volt USB-C charging port. And then this port down here is a USB 5-volt output. You can charge your phone off of this thing. So got a lot of really neat emergency features. Let me turn this thing off right here. And then on the back, again, there's the dynamo thing, and the 18650 battery is under here. So a very neat radio, $33, tons and tons and tons of features. You could not go wrong by buying this radio.